Let's go.
We measure the miles by the scars on the body.
Let's go.
Had a heart made out of granite, kept my feelings in a vault. Every failure, every fracture, I just chalked up to my fault. I was running with the runners, playing games with loaded chacked. Every time I took a step ahead, the devil pulled me back. I've seen the pavement painted red, I've seen the mothers wearing black. I've seen the strongest brothers fold under the weight of the attack. There was ice inside my veins, freezing over every plea. If you showed a sign of weakness, they would take your dignity. So I mastered in aggression, in the hustle, and the pride. Put a padlock on my spirit, swallowed everything inside. I did the bad, I did the worst, across the lines I drew in chalk. Walked a million miles to toll it, took the bridges that I burned. I was blinded by the anger, every lesson left unlearned. I was trapped inside a cycle, spinning tires in the mud. But the blood was always pointless, in the sweat and shedding blood. But the blood was always nowhere with the torn and faded map. Living fast and moving reckless, chasing shadows in the night. Praying violently to God, but throwing punches at the light. I traded in the iron for a purpose and a plan. I traded in the iron for a purpose and a plan. Had to bury that young thug so I could resurrect the man. Takes a coward to be heartless, takes a warrior to feel. Had to strip away the fiction just to recognize the real. They don't tell you that the hardest work is working on your mind, leaving all the toxic habits in the neighborhood behind. It took 100 sleepless nights staring at the ceiling fan, deconstructing every piece of me to figure out the man. I hung up all the foolishness, the ego and the flex. Stopped worrying about the rival, stopped anticipating what's next, and started focusing on presence on the people in my ring. I started focusing on presence on the people in my ring. Realized the quiet peace is worth much more than anything. I put the hammer to the nail, I put the shovel to the dirt. I had to face the inner demons, I had to analyze the hurt. Why was I angry, why was I empty, why was I running from the dawn? Why did I feel like I was playing as a sacrificial pawn? I paid my dues in bitter sweat, I took my losses on the chin. It's the discipline you forge when you are broken, bad and blue. I scrubbed the hustler from my hands, I washed the sinner from my face. Replaced the phrase, replaced the frantic desperation with a methodical pace. And lay a legal foundation, elevating from a statistic to a whole new elevation. Takes a coward and an eye for a purpose and a plan. Takes a coward to be heartless, takes a warrior to feel. Had to strip away the fiction just to recognize the real. Takes a coward to be heartless, takes a warrior to feel. Had to strip away the fiction just to recognize the real. Now I stand here as a pillar, as a brother, as a god. I got absolutely nothing left to bury or to hide. They used to tell me showing love was just a symptom of the weak, but it takes a titan's courage to be gentle when you speak. I ain't afraid to say I love you, ain't a tear. Ain't afraid to hold my people close and gripping on some steel. It was open in my ribcage and allowing it to heal. It was looking at my woman and cemented to the trust. I seen the worst of what humanity can offer in the dark, but I've also seen the light that can ignite a dormant spark. I've lived a dozen different lives, I've been the villain and the king. I felt the sting of the betrayal and the joy that grace can bring. I took the trauma and the drama, turned it all into a tool. I'm a graduated struggle, a product the old school. To be a man is to provide, to protect and to empower. To be the sunlight for the seed, to be the water for the flower. Traded fear for understanding, traded malice for the peace. Signed a brand new lease on life and watched the old destructive cease. I am a monument to change, I am a testament to growth. I kiss the sorrow, hug the joy, I have the chance to know them both. No longer guarded by the shadows, I'm reflecting back the sun.
The thug, I was dead and gone. The man I am had to move on. The mistakes and the missteps, they just map out the journey. Every single rough edge was just grinding you down to something sharper, something brighter.